What is up, guys? It's your boy No Risk, No Premium, back with another episode of the Market Overview, guys. Today, today, just spent another day in the range, kind of expected. However, had a little bit more buyer power behind the move this morning. Even with FOMC coming tomorrow. So speaking of which, let's just take a quick look at what we do have on the docket for tomorrow. We can see here in the pre-market lots of mortgage data really early before the market opens. And then we do have some oil data that is coming out actually. Looks like an hour after the market, but really the big thing here is going to be all of the FOMC statement, FOMC press conference, which is with Daddy P. So I do want to say anything that is said on this call today or on this video today, guys, could be rendered useless by the open or by the time Powell jumps on, right? So I'm just going to give you a broad overview of major levels. I'll be looking to trade around tomorrow. But if you're newer to trading, I would probably just take tomorrow off altogether, right? Because elevated premiums are going to be elevated rather high, especially if you're trading SPY or QQQ on anything short date, especially a zero date. Nonetheless, so let's go to the ES chart here. Let's look at like the 4 hour, get a little bit clear picture. Oh, we got our dip into 51.90s that held. That's the level we were looking at yesterday. If you guys watched the video from yesterday, we knew that was going to be our area. Now we're right back on up here to 52.37, 52.38-ish. Right, so the levels we're going to want to trade around tomorrow, just depending on the reaction, will be this 51.90s and 52.40s. Okay, 51.90, 52.40s. Those are going to be the two levels to trade around. I'm really not going to get overly bearish unless we take out 51.60 to the downside. On to NQ here. Very clean, right? Very clean into this 18,000 18,000-ish area, right? We know these it's gonna be a little bit wider here of ranges or areas of interest on NQ because this thing's trading at 18,000 plus. But we had this area highlighted from yesterday. We're looking to see if we got this ripped down into about 18,000, 18,050, like the long side of trade here. So levels are going to turn around now are 18,372, right? The local high from the other day. That'll be a big area to the upside. Anything that dips into this 18,000, 18,050 will also have my interest as well. Anything under 17,960, I do think we can drop about 200 points more and then even further, but really 17,800. Underneath there, I do get a little bit more bearish as we have about 400 points of possible more downside from there. If we take out 18,372 to the upside, though, look for all-time highs, 18,500 plus. Absolutely. Onto the SPY chart here. We knew from our morning call this morning. Well, yesterday we were looking at this 510 area to see if we can come back down and scratch it. We got almost down there on the pre-market, and then we ripped up higher, and we got through where? 514. But you guys can see, right? These levels aren't hitting exact now because we've spent, over like a month in this range. So yes, if you were to mark every high low of every day, you would have a million gazillion lines on your chart, and you would not be able to read it. The longer you spend in a range, okay, the tougher it becomes to trade the range and chart the range. Just being honest, when the market gets choppy, trading gets sloppy, right? If we knew 512 was our area we wanted to hold on the open, but we open up just below it and then rip through on this candle. I mean, hard to see. It's not a true level. It's respecting at 512 there, but we opened up above the gap fill down, right? And then we ended up with the wick down in the pre-market showing buyers were there, and then we popped back up. But that's a gap down from yesterday. So you guys can see very tough price action to read here. Nonetheless, so I do think tomorrow resolves a lot of this kind of uncertainty as far as trading sideways. I do think, post the Powell presser tomorrow, we can see a little bit more of a directional move, whether it's through 518 highs or underneath this 508.50, which does open 505, 503. Whoop, 503. Under there. But as for tomorrow, it's going to be 508.50 to about 510. That's going to be the zone I'll watch to the downside. If we can break above 515, watch 518 gets taken out to the upside for all-time high possible play. If Pal Daddy wants to play nice, just depends how the market reacts on him. On to QQQ. We had the gap fill close, right? Very nice. Dip down into 430, 433, 434. That's what we are looking for. We got that. 433 is that major gap on the daily. You can see it's highlighted here on the 4 hour, but that's a major level. So 433 tomorrow. I mean, we either hold it or we don't. If we break it, can watch the gap fill. 430, 426 will be the levels to the downside. If we can get back above 440, though, I do think a move towards 446, 447 all-time highs is definitely going to be in the card. So watch this 439 to 440 to get taken out tomorrow. If we do want to stay ultra bullish, 433 is going to be that major level too. The downside. Looking here on IWM, right? IWM right down to 200, dipped a smidge below and held, right? A smidge below and held. So it's good to see tomorrow. Same thing, 199.50 to 200. Want to see this area hold in here, right? You want to see this zone hold. If it can hold in here, that'll be great. Watch for us to possibly take out 203.50. I am liking this chart here on IWM probably more than SPY and QQQ, to be honest. So I will be watching. If we stay above 200, Friday's calls at 206 is probably going to be a move, right? Because if we can take out 203.50, 206, 209, the next level's 2. The upside, guys, BAC had great continuation today, coming out and kissing right to 36.50. That was our level. Next stop, 37, if we want to play nice tomorrow. If you're in the Wolves Vault Discord, guys, you guys know we caught the knife on AMD twice. We had a day trade on it, which was very nice. We took basically at the lows on the day trade, started a swing position here and grabbed 10 to 15% already on that. Even more off the lows if you sniped the actual bottom. But good trade here. I do believe we could possibly see some sort of a retracement here, back on up and above 193. I do think that we have MU Micron Technology earnings tomorrow, so that could be a driver. But started a swing here, already took some trims on it, so great trade. Like we said, guys, anything going into Powell, we can see more sideways or tougher trading action. We just want to be quick in and out, and not over leveraging one side or the other, especially when you're trading sideways. And there's lots of uncertainty in the market as far as what's going to happen with the health of the market with what the Fed decides to do. So other than that, guys, that's a long-winded way for me to say you got to wake up early, get your levels right, and of course not do anything fucking stupid. We'll see you bright and early. Peace.